The argument you keep losing, fighting battles that ended years ago. Most people think they're fighting people. They're not. The real battle is often with a memory, a conversation, a moment, a wound, an argument that happened years ago but never stopped living inside of them. Some people haven't spoken to certain individuals in 10 years, yet they're still arguing with them every day. Not out loud, but in their mind, replaying conversations, rehearsing responses, imagining what they should have said, what they should have done, how they should have defended themselves, how they should have proved their point. And without realizing it, they're spending today's strength fighting yesterday's war. The person moved on, the season ended, the chapter closed, the relationship is over, the church situation ended, the betrayal happened, the rejection happened, the misunderstanding happened, but the argument never ended because some battles leave the room but remain in the soul. And that is where many people are exhausted, not from current warfare, from old warfare, not from today's problems, from yesterday's conversations. The enemy understands something many people don't. If he cannot trap you in your past physically, he will try to trap you there emotionally. Because a person who constantly revisits old battles eventually loses the ability to fully occupy their present. You cannot enjoy today while constantly reliving yesterday. You cannot embrace new relationships while still arguing with old ones. You cannot hear today's opportunities while listening to yesterday's accusations. You cannot walk into your future while dragging old court cases behind you. And many people are doing exactly that, still trying to prove something, still trying to justify themselves, still trying to explain themselves, still trying to get closure from people who have no intention of giving it, still trying to win an argument against people who are no longer even participating. The tragedy is this: some arguments were never meant to be won. They were meant to be left. Because there are battles that truth cannot solve. There are battles that explanations cannot solve. There are battles that one more conversation cannot solve. Sometimes freedom comes when you stop trying to convince people who have already made up their minds. The fivefold ministry knows this battle well. The apostle is still trying to prove they were called. The prophet is still trying to prove they heard correctly. The pastor is still trying to explain decisions made years ago. The teacher is still trying to defend revelation that was misunderstood. The evangelist is still carrying criticism from people who never understood their burden. And because the argument continues internally, peace never fully arrives. Every new opportunity gets filtered through an old fight. Every new relationship gets filtered through an old betrayal. Every new season gets filtered through an old wound. And eventually people begin living in response to something that no longer exists. Imagine a soldier continuing to fight after the war ended, still wearing armor, still carrying weapons, still sleeping in fear, still looking over their shoulder, not because danger is present, because the battle became part of their identity. And many people have become so familiar with conflict that peace feels uncomfortable, silence feels strange, healing feels unfamiliar, rest feels suspicious, because they have spent so much time preparing for war that they forgot how to live free. The deeper revelation is this: the argument is not costing you because you're losing it. It's costing you because you're still having it. Every day you replay it, you pay for it. Every day you revisit it, you invest in it. Every day you relive it, you strengthen it. And all the while, your future is waiting for attention that your past keeps stealing. Some people do not need another explanation. They need a funeral for the argument, a funeral for the conversation, a funeral for the need to be understood by everyone, a funeral for the need to prove themselves, a funeral for the need to have the last word. Because not every battle deserves your energy. Not every misunderstanding deserves your defense. Not every accusation deserves your response. Not every opinion deserves your attention. There comes a moment when wisdom says, I have spent enough years fighting this. I have spent enough years replaying this. I have spent enough years carrying this. And you finally walk away. Not because you won. Not because they apologized, not because they admitted they were wrong, but because your peace became more valuable than your position. Your future became more important than your defense. Your healing became more important than your explanation. And I believe many people are standing at that moment right now. The war is over. The season is over. The conversation is over. The chapter is over. The question is, why are you still fighting? Because the argument you keep losing was never against them. It was against your own peace. And every day you continue it, peace loses. But the moment you let it go, you finally win.